welcome back. In this video, I'm really excited to talk to you about all the ways that I cut costs in order to have a $5,000 wedding. Yes, it's possible. Yes, it's legit. Let's talk about it. Now, there are a ton of ways that I was able to cut costs, and I recognize that not all of you will have every opportunity, whether it's time limitations or, certain stores being around, but I'm gonna tell you how I did it. That way it can help give you some ideas yourself. Now, the very first one I talk about is food. And we're gonna be talking about food here because food is usually one of the biggest expenses when it comes to weddings. I decided that catering was way too expensive. Honestly, I was not ready to be paying $20 a plate per person. And I also realized that people don't care. The people who do care and judge the food that you serve at your wedding honestly may not even be worth having at your wedding. So I chose Chick-fil-A. It was really inexpensive. It was around $5 or $6, I'm pretty sure, per person. It was delivered. It came with the utensils. Honestly, it was perfect. I know some of you will be like, oh my gosh, no, I can't do that. I need a served plated meal. Well, you're going to have to pay for that. That's the reality. But if you're here to save money, let's move on to number two. The second way that I saved a ton of money was by not going to the big box stores for the ring. I was able to save a massive amount of money by not going to a box store and by doing lots of research online. So I highly encourage that you do that. Even if you already have an engagement ring, look at your wedding band and maybe your spouse's or partner's wedding band online. Now, another huge way is by making my own florals and my own bouquets. I went to Hobby Lobby. I got everything 50% off because of course they always have everything 50 to 60% off. I made my own centerpieces, and I do have a video talking about how I made centerpieces for literally under $5. It's possible, so be sure to check that out. My bouquets, hot glue, and then I went to Hobby Lobby when the floral was half off, and I just literally looked at Pinterest. It's not that hard. Now, when it comes to the venue, I know the venue is always a touchy subject because people want something that's like elegant and not just someone's backyard. Because when I did lots of research about saving money for my wedding, all I kept saying is, go find a friend with a big backyard and, just get a rug and some lawn chairs. I was like, no! So I did tons of research. I ended up having my wedding at a church, which I know, again, may not be something that some of you are interested in. But there actually are a ton of free or inexpensive venues that you can find. And some of those are like community centers, local parks. I mean, there's stuff that can actually be gorgeous without you paying a ton of money. I've seen some venues that when I was doing my research, $8,000, $10,000+ just for you to use the venue. Oh my gosh, that's insane. All right, another one that I saved a ton of money on was centerpieces. I know I touched on a little bit on this already, but when it comes to centerpieces, you don't have to have the big, elegant flower and all the huge things. You can make your own and they can be gorgeous. So I, again, encourage you to go watch that video. I'll put it down in the description below so you can learn more about just getting ideas about making your own stuff because it's possible. Okay, another one. This saved me a ton of money. I mean, hundreds on this one, is buying your own bridal accessories online. I used Amazon. I bought my veil on Amazon. I bought my shoes on Amazon. I bought my belt, my bridal belt on Amazon. Not that you have to do it off Amazon, but buying online, oh my gosh, it was insane. Like bridal belts, it's like $300 at the store that I got my dress. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Go get it for $17 online. Another way to save money, do your own hair and makeup. I know some of you are like, oh, this is the one time I want to splurge. Okay, then, search out someone who's not paying, that doesn't charge $250 for your hair and makeup. I am sure one of your friends is really good at makeup. So maybe seek someone out and pay them $15, $20 for 20 minutes of their time rather than paying $200 for your makeup. Or of course you have a few months or a year to practice. Maybe just learn how to do it yourself. If you're here to save money, this is how to save money. Okay, let's keep going. What are some more ways to save money? A huge way I saved money was having my wedding during an off season. An off season would essentially be winter. Okay, so I had my wedding in January, which no one wants to have their wedding in January because it's cold AF. But I was able to get my videography and my photography for super cheap, or on a big discount, essentially, just because I wasn't competing with other brides. So if you're really trying to save money, This actually is a huge way to get like 40–50% off of your media, your photography and videography. Highly recommended. Now I want to leave you with one really important piece of advice. This is what I try to tell all of my friends who are getting married and my siblings and everything. Very few people care. They're here to celebrate you, okay? Now, yeah, some people love to go for the free booze or for, the dance party, but that shouldn't be their only intention for coming to your wedding. You'll hear this again and again, but you don't have to stress out over the very small, tiny details. If it's a pricey detail, it may not be worth it. If you're interested in learning more about budgeting and managing your money and learning about how to save money on your wedding, then be sure to subscribe down below. I'll see you in the comments. Thanks for watching.